Keshet's shrill cry sliced through the daycare's chatter. Mara dropped her welding torch and bolted across the playmats. The hatchling thrashed in his approved restraint wrap, a rigid shell of smart foam meant to immobilize alien young during naps. One tiny limb poked out at a wrong angle, purple skin pinched white.
"Easy, little guy," Mara muttered.
She grabbed scissors from her fabricator's belt. The wrap seal hummed in protest as she snipped. Foam parted like overcooked dough. Keshtan flopped free, had blinked iridescent eyes at her. Sobs turning to hiccups. Tamsin Okoi looked up from corralling two other hatchlings. "Mara, that's protocol gear. Protocols trapping him." Mara peeled back the ruined wrap, Kesht cooed, and grabbed her thumb with four sucker-tipped fingers. His skin felt cool, like riverstones, but his grip pulled hard. Yoben burst through the hatchway. The pediatrician's frills flared in alarm. "What violation is this? That wrap is calibrated for Kesht's neural dampening." Mara stood. Kesht cradled against her shoulder. "Neural dampening's fine until it pinches. Look at the mark." She pointed to the bruise blooming on his arm. Loben scanned it with a handheld emitter. "Data beep. Minor vascular compromise. But improvisation risks casket failure." "He's quiet now." Mara bounced Kesht gently. The hatchling nuzzled her neck, sensory frills quivering against her collarbone. Tamsin stepped in. "Doc?" "Mara's fixies have worked on 3 kids this week. Standard wraps chafed their frills. Loben's frills flattened. Anecdotes de fi doctrine. Reportes. Stopped out. Emitter. Clutch tight." Mara sighed. She carried Kesht to the fabricator nook. Station scraps piled there. Thermal fleece from cargo liners. Elastic weave from Embiro chutes. She laid him in a padded crate and fired up her sewing drone. Cast watched, claws clicking on the crate edge. Mara measured him with a quick, taped torso like a tapered barrel, limbs jointed oddly for climbing. She cut fleece into a one-piece sleeper, soft seams curving around his frills. The drone stitch in minutes, needles whirring. "Try this." She slipped it over his head. Stretchy fabric hugged without binding. Kest wriggled, then purred. A low vibration like distant engines. Tamsin grinned. "That's better than the shells. Can you make more?" Already cueing patterns. Mara patted Kest's belly. He batted her hand, giggling in ultrasonic chirps. Word spread. By shift end, 5 hatchlings ported Mara's sleepers. Parents collected them. Frills relaxing as kids clung without cries. Next cycle, Doc Lovin arrived with a holopad. "Demonstrate your observation." "For the record." Mara nodded. She scooped Kesht from the nap pod. "Watch." She laid him tummy down on a mat, one hand supporting his neck. Fabric rustled soft. She drew the sleeper flaps across his back, tucking arms and legs, snug but loose. A gentle rock followed, side to side, then sway. Kesht's eyes drooped. Isfri's smooth flat, a sign of deep calm per station manuals. Loven recorded every motion. Swaddling mimics pouch security, but our wraps provide the structural integrity. This lets them move if needed. Mara unwrapped halfway. Kesht kicked free, rolled, and latched onto her knee. The doctor paused the pad. Intriguing, heart rate down, 18%. Ill. Petition for trials. Footsteps clanged. Administrator Bayal stormed in. Robes whirling his crest spiners stood rigid. Petition nothing. Uman, Ibarra, Seth, modifications immediately. Mara straightened. Kesht still on her leg. Admin, it's helping. Helping breeds liability. Bayal Habe Dadatapad. Approved. Gear. Prevents 90 to 9.7% of incidents. Your cuts void warranties. One failure, and the Accord blames this station. Tamsin crossed her arms. Sir, incidents dropped since Mara started. Anecdotal. Bayal's eyes narrowed at Mara. Pack the prototypes. Return to fabrication duties. No contact with juveniles. Guest, whimpered. Mara knelt, smoothing his frills. He's not a juvenile. A's family now. Sentiment clouded judgment. Bayal turned to Joben.
"Enforce compliance, Doctor."
They left. Mara balled her fists. Tamsin squeezed her shoulder. "We'll appeal. Mara stitch anyway, in secret." She hid sleepers in her locker, slipping them to Tamsin for night shifts. Sickles blurred. Kest sought her out daily, climbing her legs during breaks. His parents nodded thanks. Barriers thinning. Then alarms blared. All breach! Sector 7 evac! I non-essentials to pods. The station shuddered. Daycare lights flickered red. Hatchlings wailed as Tamsin headed them. Mara sprinted in. Status? Breaches in 3 bays. Pods launch in 5. Tamsin bundle kids. Standard wrap hatchling stiffen. Foam locking them immobile. Carrier strained under the rigid weight. One wrap malfunctioned. Stress foam expanded wrong, trapping a limb like Kest's first day. The child screamed. Kest, in Mara's sleeper, wriggled free from Tamsin's scrambled to Mara Saka's latching her belt. Bale appeared at the hatch. Evac protocols. Secure wraps. No time. Mara grabbed 2 sleepers from hiding. She dressed the trap kid first. Snip, slip, swaddle loose. The hatchling calmed, mobile. Dr. Joven rushed panicked parents. Pots filling. We need speed. Mara moved like a line worker. Slipper on. Quick tuck. Hand to a carrier sling. Kids piled in light. Flexible. No pinches. No locks. Tamsin slung the last. Go! They dashed corridors, station groaning. Pods hissed open. Mara Dove, in with Kesht and 2 others. Rigid wrap kits, lack. Handlers fumbled heavy shells. A secondary rupture boomed. The breeze pink howls. Bajan spot sealed last. 2 standard kits aboard, but 1 wrap jammed the hatch. Loven yelled from Mara's pod. Override. Mara's group launched smoother. Sleeper sled kits, bracing packs. Frill stuck safe. No bruises, no panic spikes. Docking clamps stood. Rescue arms grabbed them. In the triage bay, medics scanned. Loven check readouts. Al vitals nominal. 0 compromises. Bayal emerged. Crest dropped. A standard wrapped child from his pod cried. Chafed frills from jostle. Maraunch waddled Kest. Yawned, grabbed her finger. Parents rushed over, eyes wide. Bela approached. Ibarra. Your ingenuity saved evac time. Casualties avoided. Team effort. Mara nodded to Tamsin and Loven. The doctor frills perked. Data confirms. Swathing excels. Immobility crisis. Bayal sighed, appraved. Scale production. Human Ibarra. Kesht tugged Mara's sleeve. She scooped him up. His purr vibrated through her chest. Tamsin laughed. Family just got bigger. Alarms faded. Laughter echoed in triage. Station life knit tighter, 1 soft stitch at a time. But, in the corner, a new alert ping. Another hatchling, stand-up wrap failing. Mara grabbed her scissors. Mara's fabricator whirred to life. She fed in scavenged scraps, ignoring the calm alert blaring station-wide. Unapproved textiles banned. And improvised wraps recalled. Stand-up protocols resume immediately. Kesh echoed from the padded table. His frills fluttered, claws flexing. The standard wrap beside him bunched at his tail base, already fraying. Not on my watch, Mara muttered. She snapped her hand sensor. Cool metal pressed to Kest's arm joint. The device hummed. Blue light traced his limb range. Full flex. 90-degree pinch points at elbows. Data scrolled her wrist display. Human babies kick wild. Kest thrashed. Sideways. Tail whipping. She nodded. Got your moves, kiddo. She keyed the fabricator. Base pattern loaded. Soft sleeper. Footed. Long sleeve. Additions queued. Fall over mitts first. Flaps to tuck claws without stifling grip. Tile slit panel next. Elastic gusseted for free swing. No snag. Machine stitch. Heat-sealed seams. Mara pulled the prototype free. Gray fabric. Station issue weave. But haircuts. She slipped it over Kesh's head. He squirmed. Meats flopped down, secured with Velcro tabs. Tail threaded smooth through the slit. "'Tis time." Mara gripped the seams. Took hard. Twist sharp. Fabric held. No TFs, no pulls. Kest flailed full force, mimicking evac panic. Sleeper a stretch, snapped back. Perfect. A purred, grabbing her thumb. Klaus poked harmless through mitts. Safe pressure only. Door hissed. Tamsin strode in, tablet glowing. Mara bait, enforcing the ban, recalled everything. Parents panicking. Mara scooped Kesht. Show her. She bounds him light. Sleeper flex, seamless. Tamsin leaned close. Her eyes widened. Take moves free. No ban-ching. And those mitts genius. Klaus won't shred anything. Scanned his range. Standard wraps, pinch here. Mara tapped Kesht's elbow. Humans, improp all the time. Babies destroy gear. We adopt. Questioned. Frills settling. Tamsin stroke his crest. Blobens en route. Once data. Bayas calling a hot though. Liability nightmare. Mara set down. Lockstars now. She etched a sign-out sheet on her tablet. Child ID, fit check, handler, sign-off. First entry. Kesht, perfect match. Fabricator pingeth. Batch 2, ready. Mara stacked them. Scale it. I'll tweak for sizes. Drills again. Drills again. Station shook. Lights flickered. Tamsin grabbed the sleeper. Evac test, real enough. Mara bundled 2 more hatchlings from the alert queue. Standard wraps snagged doors already. Handlers cursed. Doctor. Loben burst in. Frills flared. Ibarra. Bands active. Thieves. Mara thrust the sleeper forward. Scan it. Evac's live. Joven scanner. Beeped over seams. Reinforced. Limb clearance optimal. Tremored rattle tools. Hatchlings wailed. Pots! Tamsin yelled. She swaddled one kid. Mid-stucked. Tail free. Slid into pod smooth. Mara dressed. Kest. He braced the axle straps. No chaffy. But his shut. Lubin hesitated. But standard wrap kit flopped rigid, heavy frills crashed. Protocol demands. Boom. Secondary jolt. Debris clanged outside. Pods launched. Mara's grip tight. Kest pure through gain forces. Sleeper molding to his twists. Docking thudded. By doors parted. Medics swarmed. Lubin emerge. Scanner in claw. Beetles grin. Gero-free abrasions. She eyed Beidio's pod. A standard wrap hatchling emerged screeching. Wrap patches from shifts. Bale stalked over. Crest flat. Ibarra. You fabricated postman. Mara unbuckled Kesht. He toddled out. Mitts waving. Used approved. Scraps. Logged it. She tapped her tablet. Entries stacked. 5 kids. 0 fails. Tamsin handed out sleepers. Parents clustered. Cars rising. One alien mom hugged their hatchling. He slept through the shake. Joben, frills, parakeet. Field data overrides. SWAT dealers excel in dynamics. Recommended exception. Bales bends hissed. Liability results. Mara pointed. Standard kid still whimpered. Sleeper kids played. Your call. Scanned the bay. Laughter bubbled. Cross-species packs formed. Human arms cradling alien tails. Exempt production. Bayal grunted. Under supervision. Tamsin grinned. Daycare lead approves. Mara log batch 3. Fabricator hummed again. But Kest tucked her pant leg. His eyes locked. Hers. Trust absolute. She knelt. Rumbled deep. Station steadied. Buns tightened. Hours later, Mara's workshop glowed dim. Night cycle hummed. She slumped at her bench. Fabric scraps everywhere. Fife prototypes done. Low-hit 25. Door chimed. Tamsin slipped in, carrying a thermos. Coffee? Human fuel. Mara accepted. Steam curl. Thanks. Beyal kabed fast. Datas slap him. Tamsin sat. Loven's rewriting doctrine. Your scan sealed it. Pinch maps prove standards obsolete for active hatchlings. Guest slept in a corner crypt. Slapper zipped snuck. Tail flicked content. Mara sips. Bitter kick hit. Simply fixes. Meat stop scratches. Slit freeze tails. Humans jury-rig baby stuff daily. Tamsin nodded. Aliens build rigid. We flex. She pulled her tablet. Tomorrow, full daycare roll. Mixed groups. Mara sketched. We too. Magnetic tabs for quick changes. Add sensors. Beetle patches. Overkill. Tamsin laughed. But, yeah, parents requesting. Come buzzed, Lovin. Ibarra consult. Variant. For frill, sensitive breeds. Mara keyed accept. On it. Down cycle brightened. Fabricator, spat batch 10. Bayel Pinget Station Net. Approved textiles. Ibarra pattern. Mandatory for high mobility. Tears echoed hulls. Mara fitted a new hatchling. Sensor beep. Wider type. Adjust slit. Took test. Hold. Kit. Put it. Mom's frills relaxed. Thank you, Uman. Mara waved to Tamsin. Logging it, daycare by bust, next shift, Tamsin, directed flow. Omen volunteers zip sleepers. Alien handlers watch, mimicked. Kesh darted between legs, mitts flapping. Latched Mara's knee, she ruffled his crest. Loven approach, datapad heavy. Metrics, injury down 47%. Sleep cycles up 22%. Your ingenuity, Mara shrugged. Stubborn kindness cuts both ways. Bayal loomed at door, watched a mixed playgroup tumble. No scratches, no tieres. He nodded once, left. Tamsin clapped Mara's shoulder. Routing, stable, interspecies daycare, woman-led. Keith smiled on Mara. Purrs and giggles mixed. Tails wrapped her arms. Family knit closer. But Consel pinged, oncoming freighter, hatchling, influx. Standard wraps, stocked low. Mara grabbed scissors. Fabricator warned. She scanned the first new arrival. Limbs flex wild. Pinch points noted. Mitts folded, slit cut preciso. Test tug. Hold. End to Tamsin. Lock entry. Cycling repeated. A station grew. One soft stitch at a time. Deeper shift. Workshop. Quiet. Mara tweaked a large-size sleeper. Sensor mapped a elder hatchling's range. Stiffer joints. Door hissed. Bale entered alone. Ibarra. She pos fabricator. Administrator. Yorrock. Impeccable. AI cased scrib. Kid snort soft. Proof works. My protocols failed twice. Crest drooped. Humans. Persist. Mara handed him a sample. Try it. Feel the flex. He tugged seams. Twisted. Nodded. Superior. Built together. She offered tools. Bayal gripped scissors. First cut awkward. Then sure. Done broke. Join badge ready. Tamsin collected. Found family expands. Kids warmed. Purisfield base. Mara watched from viewport. Station thrummed alive. One alert pinged distant anomaly. Bots prepped. Sleeper stacked. Ready. She smiled. Kest purred in her lap. Tamsin eased the soft sleeper over Kest's crest. The hatchling's tails flicked once, then stilled. Fabric stretched smooth across wriggling limbs. No pinches. No beans. Mara leaned against the daycare bulkhead, arms crossed. She watched the second hatchling, Lyra, squirm under Tamsin's hands. Bahama legs snapped into place with a custom knot. Human twist on alien seams. Third hatchling, Miko, piled in next. Tails tangled. Giggles bubbled. Done, Tamsin said. She stepped back. 3 hatchlings stumbled free. They rolled across the playmats, purring low. Tails whipped fabric tails like flags. Mara's chest warmed. Prototypes worked. 1 pajama for Kesh hat sparked this. Now 3 shared slot probed it. Human cloth bit rigid wraps. Door hissed. Dr. Rowan entered. Scanner humming. Air crest flattened. Protocol mode. Byline first. She swept the device over cached. Skin temp elevated. Stress markers high. Standard wraps confirmed. Hatchlings paused. Miko whined. Livra clutched a tile. Tamsin knelt. Play on. Gids scattered. Purrs resumed. Loven nodded to Mara. Boss change now. She scanned again. Beep. Temp down 2 degrees. Stress alv. Chris twitched up. Repeat for others. Mara held Miko steady. Scanner word. Sane drop. Joven muttered. Flex fabric wicks he better. No pressure source. Hatchlings warmed Tamsin. Tiles wrapped her legs. Low band pocketed the scanner. Data logs forward to admin. Erais mit Maras. Unorthodox efectiva. Mara grinned. Simple fix. Stubor kidness. Door cycled again. 2 alien caregivers shuffled in. Real and Soren. Crest low. Tamsin called. Tichas? Mara pulled thread and needles from her kit. Stitch pattern first. Loose M for tail flex. She demonstrated. On scrap. Needle flashed. Pulled out, but not tight. Double bow holds under tug. Real mimicked. Thread snapped. Too strong. Looser grip. Mara guided her hand. Humans, men socks this way. Daily wear. Soren threaded his. First stitch wobbly. Second straight. Feels alive. Not stiff like auto weave. Kesh batted Mara's knee. Rumbled. Mara scooped her up. Not fasteners next. Bow slips on, tie safe. She tied one around Kesht paw. Hatchling yanked. Not held. Ow freed easy. Caregivers practiced. Needles clicked. Brill's first sleeper took shape. For my clutch sib. Tamsen clapped. Batch ready by shiften. Console pinghead. Ululit administrator Beyal's seal. Mara tapped accept. Bagel's face filled the screen. Crest rigid. Ibarra, Okoye, immediate halt. Mara set guest down. Hatchlings froze. Violation notice. Beyal continue. Unauthorized fabric moth. One sleeper spreads to 3. Contagion risk. Hatchling. Safety doctrine breached. Tamsing stepped forward. Data from who, Ben? Protocolics first. Beyal's voice sharpened. Improvisation impedes liability. Station audit flags custom gear as hazard. Compliance hearing 1400 hours tomorrow. All volunteers attend. Screen blanked. Reel's needle stilled. Saw the logs? Mara clenched her jaw. Saw and ignored. She eyed the sleepers. Kids tugged hands, oblivious, poor soft. Loathing crossed arms. I'll testify. Markers don't lie. Tamsing nodded. But at demos, hearing spent to proof. Mara grabbed her kit. Teach faster. Stock bill before lockdown. Needless flu. Caregivers leaned in. Kester climbed Mara's lap. Tile curled tight. Mara stroked her crest. Stubborn kindness held. Hearing chamber hummed. Next cycle. Bagel presidate from raised dice. Flanks pack. Station elders, pediatric, slugs, scrolling, hollow. Mara stood front row with Tamsin. Joben, beside, scanner ready, caregivers flanked them. Charge. Reckless endangerment. Bio intoned. Human Bahamas, evade safety seals. Flex seems untested underload. Elder murmured. Crest rippled out. Tamsin raised a hand. Request demo. Bayal paused. Proced. Controlled. 3 hatchlings entered, escorted. Cash spotted Mara. She bolted tails flailing. Mara knelt. Sleeper flex. No snack. Love and scammed live. Pre-stress peak. Post-play. Optimal. Bale leaned forward. Low test? Mara nodded to Reel. Escup lira. Caregiver have tossed her gentle. Fabric stretch. Knots held. Lira laughed. Elder crests perked. Still violation. Beyal pressed. Nothing trousered. One throw cascades. Mara pulled a standard wrap from her pack. Test this. She draped it on Nico. Hatchling wriggled. Seen pinch tail base. Widen pierced air. Loven confirmed. Inflammation risk. Tothecase log station white. Chamber housed. Beyal's crest drooped fraction. Data mounts. But doctrine. Alert station wide. Anomaly breach. Hatchling wink. Isolated. Power flux. Beyal stiffened. A hornet. Crisis protocol. Mara grabbed Kesh Damsin. Erdith others. Corridors hammed. Shouts echoed. Ashen wing. Lights flickered. Pods bented cold. 20 new arrivals from freighter. Wraps failing in chill. Pinched limbs. Krias shrill. Mara shouldered in. Sleepers now. Caregivers distributed. Needless. No time. Mara sliced balls with scissors. Knots only. Tamsin. Organized line. Guides funneled through. Fabric draped. Tiles freed. Dr. Charlie. Loven triachet. Hypothermia in 5. Bahama group stable. Beyal burst through. Watch a caregiver not. Miko's sleeper. Kit pured instant. Switch hall. Beyal barked. Human method. Elders nodded. Teams scrambled. Fabricator hummed over time. Crisis peaked. Power stabilized. Crease faded to purrs. Mara wiped sweat. Kest nestled close. Bale approach. Hearing cancel. Protocols update. It took scissors. Teach me proper. Downshift. Daycare overflowed. Hatchlings peeling sleepers. Mixed play erupted. Tails wrapped human legs. Purrs drowned consoles. Tamsin log. Interspecies routine stable, but outer ping sharpen. Distant anomaly pulls. Pods prepped. Sleepers stack high. Mara viewed stars. Kissed prairie in lap. Station drummed. Ready. Freighter. Dock hard. Hatchling influx tripled. Standard wraps depleted. Mara fire fabricator. Scissors nipped. Precisi. First new arrival flexed wild. Mara noted pinch points. Slit cut. Knot. Tied. Test dog. Hold. Tamsin took it. Routine holds. Kids swarmed. One soft stitch knit family tighter. Workshop kited. Mara tweaked elder size. Dar hissed. Beyal entered. Arms full fabric. Batch run. She handed tools. Is cut smooth. Dawn proc joint. Alert ping head through. Anomaly closed. Boss lounge. Sleepers shielded. Station grew. Purse filled voids. Mara smiled. Keste's tail gripped. Family expanded. One flex at a time. Deeper shift. Console flashed. Higher council query. Human innovation audit. Baby beside her. We'll show them. Mara noddeth. Caesars ready, but Winklaxon wailed anew. Breach worse. Edgelings losing bends. Mara bolted. Kids first. Tails vanished into grates. Standard gear snagged. Kreese echoed. She slice vent cover. Bahama badge spilled. Follow my lead. Kids tumbled out. Rapid safe. Purs amid chaos. Job and sealed bends. Job and sealed bends. Human flex saved them. Bea gripped Mara's shoulder. Crest high. Family protocol now. Stars wheeled. Best station breathe. One stubborn knot held all. Mara slammed the logbook onto the hearing chamber table. Fabric samples tumbled out. Tear-tested swatches, edges frayed but intact. All screens flickered to life around her, projecting graphs of 0 snags, 0 injuries from the bend breach. Administrator Babyal's crest flattened. A lean forward, Klaus tapping the armrest. Ibarra, these, Bahamas, bypass protocol. Present your data, quickly. Dr. Joven sat beside him, scanner humming over a sample. Tamsin flanked Mara, datapad ready. The chamber hummed with station officials, their tails twitching in sync. Mara tapped the first graph. Logbook entry 17, hatchling influx tripled, standard wraps depleted. Fabricator output, 2 centas in 2 hours. Flex points slotted for tail and crest mobility. She held up a swatch, yanked it hard. Fever stretched, snapped back. Tear test. Fever's newtons hold. Bends, bridge, 12 hatchlings trapped. Standard gear snagged for Bahamas. 0. Babyl's eyes narrowed. Anecdotal. Where's the certification? Field results. Mara slid the holofeed. Blurry cam footage played. Tails vanishing into grades. Cries echoing. Then Mara slicing covers. Bahamas spilling kids safe into arms. Purs drowned. The klaxon. Lovene scanner beep approval. Physiological match. Kest's vitals stabilize faster. Post-web. Sensory calm. Human flex reduces shear stress.
Officials murmured. One nodded. Crest rising.
Bale raised a claw. Irrelevant. Insurer pinja an hour ago. East console chimed. It projected the alert. Human contact. Fabric. Unapproved polymers. Risk of dermal irritation. Structural failure under duress. Immediate recall mandated. Mara's jaw tightened. She grabbed her own data path. Polymers. Cotton polyblend. Station source. Fab clean. Tested on 50 hatchlings. No irritation. Woman skin differs. Bale stood, arms spreading. Liability cascades. 1 rash, 1 tear in public view. Station fine. Protocols rewritten. Ban all improvisation. Revert to certified wraps. Tamsin leaned in. Certified wraps, failed events. Kids snagged. Containment error, not Gea. Beyal's voice sharpened. Human methods unvetted. We recall now. Chamber tensed. Officials shifted. Eyes on Mara.
She breathed steady. Picked up Cast's personal log. Tiny paw prints scanned in.
Recall hits hardest. Hatchlings tripled again last cycle. Standard stock? 2 days out. Gits, sleep, lose, pinch, cry. She met Beyal's gaze. Propose a trial. Control batches, 20 unites, fabit under your oversight. Loven monitors, vitals. Tamsin logs, routines, shared data, real time. Bay hesitated. Crest flickering. Precedent? Precedent saved lives yesterday. Mara nodded to Jovin. Doctor? Loven reviewed her scanner. Viable. Index case, kest hasting physiology baseline, tile flex, Crest sensitivity. Bahamas match 98 punto during breach. Officials whispered. Behal stay last once. Stilled. Mara pressed. Cooperación. Not take over. Your protocols for sets. Our flex for fit. Veo set. Console querit insured waiver. Trial parameters. 7 cycles. 0 incidents or full recall. Oversight joint. Agreed. Mara extended hand. Bay. Gripped it. Class light. Joven pulled up forms. Estilus danced. Signed. Kesht. Indexed. Tomorrow. Mara. Deliver first batch. Dawn shift. Chambers disperse. Tamsin clapped Mara's shoulder. Routines hold. Mara nodded. Logbook tucked under arm. Workshop called. Dawn lights cycled up. Mara fed fabricator specs. Kest scale. Tile slit precise. Machine weird. She snipped. Prototypes. Tuget seams. Hold. Der hest. Cashed. Toddled in. Loven trailing. Atchling's crest. Per kept at the ham. Tail flicked curiosity. Index case. Loven knelt. Scanner ready. Wappy Mara knelt too. Kesht. Purit. Bumping her knee. She slipped the pajama over his limbs. Flex fabric. Molded. No bind. Tight. Threaded free. Not tight soft. Kest flexed. Rolled. Bound side. Scrap. No snack. Purr. Deepened. Low bin locket. Baseline poor. Elevated king to percent. Sheer 0. Baseline entered. Arms crossed. Watch. Kest. Tumble. Batch 2 quarters. Monitor. Sleep cycle 1. Tamsin arrive with carrier. Routines start. Group trial batch 2. Destination Trombebezier. Marafab under Beal's eye. His claws adjusted a slit once. Nodded. Data flowed. Oloa screens in Mebe tracted hatchlings. Pursap cries down. Cycle 2. Alert Pinkat. Minor hal tremor. Freak micrometrial grace. Hatchlings steered. Standard wing weighs. Bahama wing flexed get. Loven burst into workshop. Tremor data. Bahama group vitals steady. Standups spike cortisol. Babel review. Crest high. Continue. Mara wipe fabric dust. Smiled at Keshet's log. Pickled. Content. Cycle 4. Inserting, queried, meet, trial. Bayal forward locks. Silence, then waiver. Hit swarm play deck now. Kesht led. Bahamas flexing. In chase. Alien parents watch. Tails mirroring purse. Tamsin organized shifts. Uman alien mix works. Mara tricked. Held a batch. Door hissed. Parent delegation. More, please. Beyal overheard joined. Protocol amendment drafting. Cycle 6. Quarters check. Mara peek Kest's door. Hashling gripped tail around her ankle. Even asleep. Poor soft. Loven signed fino. Trial success. 100% no incidentes. Bela projected to council feed. Uman flex integrates. Family protocol certified chamber cheered last week. Echoed here. Mara exiled. But console flashed. New insurer flag. Batch variants detected. Uman fab tweaks. Unlock. Audit imminent. Bejal's crest dropped. They want full schematics. Mara grabbed logbook. We show them. Oh, guessed. Purit. Louder. Tile squeeze. Tightened. Station hummed on trial 1, but audit loomed. Workshop lights brightened. Mara fired. Fabricator anew. Tweak. Locked precise. Bajal handed scissors. Joint. Dam broke. Data ready. But wing klaxon wailed. Breach alert. Hatchling steered. Mara bolted. Kids first. Tails vanished into vents again. Stand-up remnants snacked. Bahamas flexed free. Crisis called. Proof anew. Mara slammed her palm on the hatch override. The door to the hatchling wing hissed open. Klaxon screamed overhead. Eye pressure dropped, carrying the sharp tang of leaking coolant. Kids, to the vents! Mara yelled. She charged into the playdeck. Hatchlings scattered like spilled beads. Tails lashed. Decimal bodies scrabbled. Kester darted past, Bahamas whispering against the deck. The fabric flexed, smooth, no drag. Ashling vanished into the nearest vent grate. 2 others lagged. Factory wraps bound them tight. Adhesives gleam wet under emergency strobes. 1 hatchling Livra tripped. Her wrap snagged on the great teeth. Fabric Tory, she wailed, claws scrabbling. Mara dropped beside her. Scissors from her tool belt snicked out.
She sliced the wrap free. Go, Lyra, slide.
Lyra bolted. Pajama-clad siblings pulled ahead. They zipped through bends designed for island physiology. Narrow, haggard, standards bunched and caught.
Bara yank, a second snack, hatchling clear. Skin flared where a dizzy poop Dr. John Ben.
Over here. The pediatrician skidded up, scan pad glowing, crest flared in alarm.
Cortisol spiking. Flare-ups again. She hopped the pad at Lyra's retreating tail. Adhesives reacting, chemical burn under stress.
Mara boosted the last hatchling in.
Jewel breach groaned beyond the bulkhead. Seals hissed, fighting the vacuum pull. Bahamas held. No snags. Tiles vanished.
Benz hummed with muffled purse. Safe. Administrado Veil burst through the hatch. Crest flat against skull. Status.
Evac protocols.
Ala counted. Tamsin Okoye called from the comm panel. Human daycare lead wipe sweat. Air volunteers. Mixed alien-human paired stragglers. Pachama group cleared vents clean. Standards Hamed 3. Vale's eyes locked on the shredded wraps littering the deck. Red welts marked tiny heights.
Explain.
Mara stood. Scissors sheathed. She scooped a pajama scrap. Stitched channels intact. Tied cords loose.
Proof in action. Your factory wraps snag. Ours flex. Loben nodded. But beeping.
Vitals confirm.
Pajama cord. Steady. No cortisol peaks.
Standards. Spikes. Match prior logs. Bayal's tail twitch.
Prior logs?
Mara met his gaze.
Station lights flickered as seals clamped. Creases contained. Etchling safe in inner bunkers. She remembered the start 3 cycles back.
Dr. Joven had stormed her workshop that dawn.
Escampad thrust forward. Mara! Adhesives in standard wraps. Chemical mismatch. Hatchling skin. Flares on contact. Not just uncomfortable. Toxic reaction.
Mara had dropped her fabricator tool. Kest squirmed in a test wrap nearby. Rash blooming purple.
Show me. Loben projected oloscans. Micro-irritants. Leaching from glue. Hatchling dermis 2 permeable. Protocols blind to it. Factory specs unchanged for generations. Mara nodded. Practical fix first. She unbooled. Fiber from her station stock. Human-grade cotton blend, alien-safe weave, stitch channels, thread-tie cords. No glue. Air fabricator wear, needle flew. Bahama prototypic merge. Loose legs for tail freedom, channels for cords to cinch secure. Removable, washable, Kest wriggled in. Burr rumbled. No rash. Desit, Mara said. Loven scanned. Clear. Word spread. Tamsin, a ribbed next shift. Cam organizer scanned the batch. Scale this. Mixed volunteers need training. Mara handed laundry protocols. Low heat cycle, no warp. Sterilize with UV passes. Human med standard. Tamsin rallied the crew. Aliens clutch pads. Fevers delicated. Watch. Tamsin de moed. Submerge. Agitate. Gente. Spin dry. Daba. Ubi sap. Pacamas. Emerge crisp. No shrinkage. Practiced. Alien claws fumbled ties at first. Human fingers showed knots. Laughter mixed with purrs. Hatchlings swarm trials. Kest led chases. Bahamas stretch, never bound.
Bay bails. Order hit. Nedberg pinged. Minor rash report from outer wing.
Unverified. Revert to factory wraps. Immediate. Liability breach. Mara clenched her logbook. 1 report. Logs show 0 incidents here.
Veil's crest stiffened.
Protocol protects station. Improvisation risks face.
Tamsin pushed back.
Field data trams. 1% compliance. Lovin added the scans. Insure queried. Waiver coming. Trial greenlit. No post breach. Veil paced the playdeck. Shredded wraps smoked faintly. Adhesives melting under heat stress. That rash report false log. Outer wing, use expireds, batch. Mara crossed arms. Bahamas, save them today. Benz, prove it.
A volunteer alien wraith emerged from bunker. Check. Tail curl tundant.
Hatchlings. Poor. No flares. Flexa through like water. Loven, sign, her path. Recommend full scale up. Human mods integrate. Bail. exile. Cress rose a slight, audit loams. Insular frags batch variants. Mara grabbed her logbook. Every stitch locked, every cord tension. We show. Schematics, joint. Tamsin nodded. Shifts ready. Laundering routine solid. Bayal took the book. Flip pages. Stitch channels ingenious. Nothesi brisk. Door hissed. Parent delegation. Filled in. Tails mirrored hatchling purrs. Lead parent. Grip Mara's arm. Mori Bahamas. Protect ours. Kiss poked from a bend. Tie wrap Mara's ankle. Pulled. Vibrated up her leg. Mara knelt. Raffle crest feathers. Coming. Babel projected locks to council feed. Crisis data pended. Uman flex certified. Cheers echoed from com. Station hammed steady. Workshop called. Mara fire fabricator. Tweak elder scissors. Lux precise. Bejo handed scissors. Join fab. Down filters glowed. Data packet ready for audit. Console flashed. Insura reply. Schematics approved. Scale authorized. Mara smiled. Kisht took harder. But secondary alert pinged. Outer wing. RAS cluster. Standards again. Contagion. Beyal crested. Low bend scanned. No. Adhesive recall needed. Mara stood. Our breach holes. Let's build wider. Hatchlings poured from vents. Bahamas flex in joyful chase. Tails intertwined. Human ankles, alien grips. Family forming motion. Station integrated deeper. Human stubborn kindness wove the bonds. Yet audit team Doksun, full inspection. Bayal's tail flickered. They test fabrics live. Mara nodded. Scissors ready. Led them. Kesht poorest approval. Crisis proved. Family endured. Another ping. Deeper hull stress. Bends rattled faint. Mara's hand tightened on tool. Round two. Tails vanished again. Bahamas led the way. Airlock screamed. Mara dropped the scissors. Metal clanged on deck plating. Bayal's crest flared. Hull stress breach. Childcare corridor sealed. Red strobes pulsed. Bends hissed. Steam. Hatchling cries pierced the workshop. High kinning wails from the outer wing. Mara sprinted for the nearest pajama stack. Powers out to incubators. Grabbed the kits. Used tie cords as harnesses. She yanked a bundle free. Saw fabricants pulled in her fists. Elder-sized Bahamas tweaked from crisis locks. Insulated weave, human simple, Velcro taps, drawstring cords. Kish tumbled from a vent. Tiny claws scrabbled. Tie whipped panic. Mara scooped him mid-lip. Easy, kiddo. Bahama time. She threaded cord around his torso. Double-looped on the crest feathers. Not secure but loose for gills. Kissed, purring, stuttered. Then steadied against her chest. Comms crackled. Tamsin's voice cut through. Mara corridor's icebox cold. Incubators dark. Hatchlings thrashing. Standard slings won't hold in zero-G drift. Body chain. Mara barked. Bahamas on. Cords linked. Gral evac now. Bayal clutch a console. Protocol bans improvisation. Liability. Save it. Mara thrust Bahamas at him. Help or step aside. He hesitated. Pile, coil, tight. Then snatched fabric. Wrapped two bent peakers himself. Footfalls thundered. Tamsin burst in. Arms cradling. 3 wriggling hatchlings. Her dark braid swung. Cords. Ready. Chain forms. Caregivers peeled behind. Human volunteers. Alien eyes. Mara knotted her cord to Tamsin's belt loop. Kesh dangled secure from her shoulder. Feathers fluffed warm. Link up, Tamsin called. Uman-style whole hands, cords taut. Crow low, bends to safe bay. First hatchling. Latched tail to Mara's ankle. Purr vibrated up her leg. Chain sneaked into the emergency crawl space. Narrow tube, grated floor slick with frost. Mara ducked in. Shoulders scraped, cold bit her knuckles. Ahead, Tamsin hauled forward. One pull, steady, hatchling wails, muffled, cords, sang tension. Mara took bigger shit higher. His vitals pad beeped, heart steady, no hippo drop. Behind, Dr. Lovin crawled, awkward. Multi-tool scanner glowed on his belt. This defies doctrine. Transit chuck. Scanned cached. Mara snapped over shoulder. Lovin's prop touched. Data pinch, Earth's calm. Oxygen sat 90, HO, stabilizing faster than projected. Insulation works. Crawl tube bucked. Pressured weight grown metal. Lights flickered. I look breach. Bale yelled from rear. His bulk wedged half in. Mara pushed harder. Faster! Illegal pajamas are survival gear now. Tamsin laughed sharp. Body chain hauls. Pull. Chain surge. Edge links grip tails in daisy loop. Human hands steadied alien claws. First crunched underneath. Kissed nestled Mara's neck. Warmth seeped through fabric. His pearl deepened, sinking her pulse. Tube narrowed. Gratty head buckled. Mara kicked it free. Safe base bill light backup power humming. They tumbled out. Hatchlings piled safe. Cars untied in flurry. Tamsin counted heads. Ivory, 7. Dry, warm, stable. Joven kneeled by cached. Full scan. Transit vitals optimal. Pajama with trapped body heat. Standard gear would have chilled course 20%. Beichel emerged last. Feathers iced. Stared at the chain. Tail still looped on human ankles. Mara unwrapped cached. Bolted to a play grate. Pajamas flapping. Purr echoed. Station shuddered. Distant klaxon wailed. Secondary fault, Beyal muttered. Outer base. Tamsin coil cords. Round 2? Mara nodded. Grab it, fresh stack. Pajamas lead. Budlov and scanner chirped urgent. Rash cluster worsening. Adhesive recall confirmed. Not contagion. Standard wraps, irritating gills. Bale's tile dropped. Console feed live. Logs uploading. Parent delegation commenting. Screens zit with crests. Human flex saved hours. Scale production. Maracat fabric midstorm. Join fab. Elder scissors first. Down filters glowed false. Workshop filled. Jetlings chased Pajama scraps. Tails tugged legs. Auditing pinjet dockside. Vejar flicket data. They test live. Good. Mara teeth accordemo. Kesht yanked playful. Proofs in the pull. Hole grown deeper. Bends rattled again. Mara's grip tightened. Here we go. Gary give us chained. Instinctive. Bahamas flex. Tamsin let. Joven scan on fly. Airlock screen second time. Chain dove. This breach wider. Thero. G. Span dam. Cord snapped out. Hatchling cloth do cloth. Not skin. Mara anchor it cashed. Breathe. Steady. Loven's voice strained. Beetle's gold. Human ingenuity. Explosion rocked tube. Shrapnel pinget grates. Tamsin yanked hard. Bout! They spilled into Corbeil. Power surged back. Incubators online, but outer wing buckled feeds showed. Trepidates. Bale bark. Orders. Dresquitines. Mara-eyed carts. We go back. Tamsin nodded. Chain extends. Joven crested approval. Protocol update. Bahamas mandatory. Parents flooded calm. Protect all. Station integrated pulse by pulse. Mara led the rechain. Guest rode the front tile beacon. Whoa. Estrus peaked. Alarms peaked. They crawled into hell. Shrapnel zipped. Mara shielded as trackler. Pajama cord caught claw held. Aide emerged gasping. You came. Family formed in fire. Audit shuttle duct amid cheers. Inspector stepped out. Scanners hot. Bale handed. Test live. Mara ruffled cashed. Bahamas probeth. But console flashed red. Deeper breach. Core integrity fail. Round 3, Mara said. Chain formed eternal. Hatchlings purred. Charge. Station family held. Deeper ping. Hull screamed. True. Mara tightened harness. For the kids. They dove as one word count. 1523, but no. Pure pros. No count. Wait. No metadata. Trim in mind. Actually, count was for planning. Output pure. But in response, just pros. Expand to full. Need more detail for kin sentry. Add sensory. Actions. Expand. Evac sense. First evac cetels. Then resolution. Second crisis brief. Build emotional through actions. Parents gripping arm, etc. from previous but new. Bribias at parent gripped arm. Here new crisis. Add interactions. Tamsin calm organizing. Show alien skills. Lobin scanning precise. Bayel admin logs fast. Humans improv. Compassion. Yes. Continue drafting. After first evac, hatchlings settled. Mara check wraps. Kesh chase tail in pajamas. Lowen approach. Data compels. Docten rigid your flex saves. Bile projected to council. Cheers. Then rash Loben diagnosis quick. Mara tix fabric noa den saive. Fab session. Baylot cuts. Mara seus. Hatchlings play. Bonds form. Audit arrives early due to crisis. Inspectors test strap hatchling simulate the stress. Bahamas hold then nuping core stress. Hook chain ready but bigger threat. To hit words describe actions vividly but efficient. Dialogue punchy yes. Final structure start airlock scream immediate chaos. Mara orders harnesses. Chain forms eba crawl. Sensory code purse beeps. Loven confirms Beatles. Emerge safe. Quick resolution talk. Ras sup lot quick. Diagnosis tweak. Fav with veil. Audi tests. New ping and hook. But beats focus on pressure fault evoc. Expand that. Add interspaces moments. Tie wraps ankle purring. Protective human. Yes. Word build. Short paras. One idea. Airlock screamed. Mara whipped around. Fabricator hissed steam beside her. Red lights strobed the workshop. Bends, bad frost. Babel's tail lashed the console. Childcare corridor locked. Incubator power cut. Hatchling wails keen from grates. High pitch, gills, gasping, cold. Mara lunged for Bahama stacks. T-cords as harnesses. Grab them now! She snatched the bundle. Unfurled, elder-size weave, soft, insulated, stitch, drawstrings gleam tough. Guest spilled from vent. Klaus skidded deck. Mara caught him midair. Got you. Caught looped his torso. Snug under feathers. Loose for vents. Not double-backed. Guest's purring kicked in. Vibration buzzing her palm. Como basset tamsings boys. Cut through. Mara, hatchlings spilling into vents. Cold shock incoming. Mara cinched Guest's pajama harness tighter. Chain up. Pajamas as tethers, link torsos to tails. Growl now. Beya's claws scrape deck plating. His tail coiled around Mara's ankle in sting grip. Human course against protocol. Hatchlings tumbled from grates. Feathers fluffed against frost. Gills fluttered, keening shrill. Mara scooped another, a sibling to Guest. Caught width around this midsection. Not locked. Protocols freezing them. Move. She dropped to knees. Ben mouth loomed. Eyes rimmed. First hatchling latched tail to her belt loop. Purr rumble vibrated up her arm. Guest's eyes locked hers, pupils dilating. Trust. Tamsin slid in beside. Her hands flew, human knots on alien frames. Doctrice.
Link. Beyav hesitated.
Then Tautib snagged the pajama drawstring. He yanked the caregiver forward. Form the line. Evacuate. Chain built. Mara let crawl. Elbows scraped Durastel. Cold bit knuckles. Beeps echoed from failing incubators. Power surge dying. Hatchling, purse, thrummed the tunnel. A desperate hum. Kest dangled mid-chain. Harness taut. His claws pricked her cuff. Safe hold. Beetles dropping Jill's icing. Basta! Bada pushed. Ben fucked. She beard safe path. Memory from fab blueprints. Frost crunched under palms. Tilings tugged rhythmic. Bing. Corey, estrus alert. Deeper rumble shook walls. Garbage! Bake hissed behind. Side bend, Mara barked. She pivoted chain left. Tight squeeze. Hatch gling squeak. Then Purr resumed. Light cracked ahead. Emergency hatch. Mara punch release. Estam whooshed. They spilled into Aux Bay. Hands pulled them free. Tamsin tallied. De seguro? Seguro. Seguro. Loven knelt by Kesht. Scanner hummed over feathers. Jill's stable. No hypothermia. Bahama. Insulation held. Mara unwound cords. Keste burrowed into her shoulder. Purr buzzed her neck. Bait stood tail, uncoiling slow. Red lights faded. Band rescinded. Station wide. Bahama standard. Autorize now. Mara blinked sweat. No fanfare. Hush decision. Oaks med-scan hatchlings. Loben frowned at one. Rash flares. Standard wraps chafed during stress. She peeled back. Incubator fabric. Red welts ringed gills. Erratin weave. Pahamagaches. Clear. Kiss it. Wriggled. Mara checked his under scales. Smooth. Soft weave. Breathe. Nobind. Loben nodded. Trial Provin. Rewriting protocol. Beyal Comet Station-wide. Fabricatori barra. Scale production. Al hatchlings feeded by shift end. Mara grinned. Stubborn kindness pied. Workshop hum neck cycle. Mara fired up sewing benches. Stitchers. Word. Alien caregivers clustered. Ties twitching. Curiosity. Co-instructors, Mara said. You thread bends here. Humans not hems. One caregiver. Reese. Grit needle awkward. Our claws snag. Mara demoet. Thimble hacks. Scrap metal cup. Press knot. Pierce. Feel the weave. Wrist tried. Stitch held. Tile flicked. Approval. Uman grip. Precise. Keshet perch on bench edge. Klaus batted thread spools. Pur constant. Tamsin organize rosters. Daycare hybrid now. Interspete shifts. Beta inspector stacks. Liability cleared. Output. Triple protocol. Dr. Goben burst in. Datapad glowing. Trial results published. Core journals. Infant care shifts to soft garments. Woman design credited. Shipping notice. Hatchlings in fresh pajamas. Toddled past. No rashes. Jills fluttered easy. Mara fitted a batch. Guest clutch family arrived. Parents, aunts. Scales gleamed. Protocol polish. Elder extended claw. Stitch crest. Fabric gleamed. Family weave. Human threaded. Mara's name. Embroidered alien script. She pinned it to best. Honor. They nudge cash forward. Enroll shared roster. Bahamas bondus. Kest client her leg. Dial wrapped ankle firm. Tamsin logged them. Roster full. Family now. Station pinged evening. Mara white benches. Caregivers lingered. Practicing knots. No medals pinned chests. No speeches boomed hulls. Bahamas blanketed every hatchery. Humans wove. Aliens pour it. Chain ready. Bigger threats life.